Well, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
So today is 17th of February, right?
Yes, sir.
So we started this course maybe November, 20th November, right? It was a 3 months course of spoken English, and today is the last day. So, oh my God, it's not covering. Anyway, I think if I go back, then it will cover. So now I'm going to ask you something, that is, what did you learn in last 3 months? I'll ask you to come forward to present your experience. I think we tried to provide you many kind of lessons, right? Like, I mean, as a Bangladeshi or you are Southeast Asian citizen, how much knowledge do you need about English? I think we know better than you. As we work in different country, we know better than you. And we provided you all things like tense, verbs, vocabularies, structural system, different subject-based conversation, preposition, everything we provided, okay? I believe now you are capable to translate any kind of Bangla sentence into English. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
And also, when you hear somebody is speaking English, you can understand. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
So now your duty only to practice. Practice means speak with others. Or you can go to online, Facebook, different pages, YouTube, there are many pages, English. You can interact, I mean, take part. You can take part and give your voice, conversation with different people. This way you can make yourself expert within few days. Much you practice, it will improve much, okay? But if you are lazy, in that case, I have nothing to say. So I'm going to call you one after one, just after a few seconds maybe. You'll have to come forward to present your experience of last 3 months. You can take 3 minutes, 4, 5. Try to complete it in 6, 7 minutes. Need not to take much time, okay? You could say this is one kind of test. This presentation and performance, it will be counted and it will give you some point in the oral and written test, I mean final test, which we call IELTS, okay? And if you pass in this exam, it confirms you that in future you will pass any kind of interview anywhere in the world, okay? And the point we distribute or we give, there is no any partiality, even 0% partiality. According to your performance in written and oral, you will achieve the point, okay? No partiality will be there, okay? We don't do that, yeah. So, are you ready to come and present your experience?
Yes, sir.
That's great, thank you very much indeed. I think many, I mean, you have been qualified for the written and oral test, but those are absent, they are not qualified. Somebody phoned me who missed many classes and requested me that I want to take part in the exam. I'm sorry, anybody miss 3 classes without notice, he or she is no longer a student of Holy Cross English Institute. He or she cannot achieve any document of our official pad, impossible. Then the person requests, can I join in the new batch again? Yeah, you can join, no problem. You can join, yeah. So please, come forward. I don't know who is coming. Anyone can come forward and present it, please. I mean, my question to you that what have you learned in last 3 months? Please explain in 3 to 6 minutes. And stand here and try to speak a little bit loud so that everybody can hear your voice. And also the microphone can catch your voice, okay? Thank you very much indeed. Well, please tell us about your experience of last 3 months in shortcut. Okay, please.
Hello, my name is Naim. I am a resident of
You are
Kurigram.
speaking with them.
Sorry. Hello, my name is Naim. I am a resident of Kurigram. I am studying at Kurigram Government College. I am studying in the first year in science section. At first, my friend Taj told me about Brother Mark and about the Holy Cross English Institute. So I thought that I should pay a visit to this institute. When I came to the class, first I saw Brother Mark. He's sitting here, so I talked with him, and I decided to admit here because his behaviors are so good, Brother Mark's behaviors. So that day we came here and admitted, and then I went to home, and after and the alternative day, I came here again, and our class started. Brother Mike gave us one file, one notebook, and one modern spoken English vocabulary book, which contains many vocabularies and also some communicative methods and some essential conversation which we need in our daily life. The conversations including a conversation with a librarian, a conversation between doctor and patient, and the conversation between a stranger.
I mean, there are a lot of
and a lot of
conversations, subject-based conversation. Yeah, you just express your benefit.
So every day I was getting new surprise from brother Mark. Every day brother Mark prepared our sheet with every day brother Mark prepared our sheet with many beneficial words. Day by day, I improved and learned many new vocabularies and salutation manners, modern culture. So, if anyone get admitted in the Holcross English Institute, uh, they will surely do well because Brother Marx sincerely teaches all the students, and man on a student not only can learn modern spoken English through Holy English Institute, but also he can learn many good behaviors and moral values. Uh, and I thought that at first I thought that English is a very difficult language, and it is very difficult to understand the English, and it is very difficult to memorize the vocabularies. But after meeting with Brother Mark, my ex, after my ex, my ideas has changed because Brother Mark made all the sheets very easily, and we prepared the sheet regularly, and after coming to class, we conversation with each other. I became more fluent speaker through this course. Uh, I learned many other things, good behaviors, and um, about life, what is life, about the foreign countries. Brother Matt told us everything. Uh, at first, at the beginning of the course, Brother Matt said that the English is the most easy language of the world. And now I am understand. Now I am realizing that how why did you say that? So all my friends also helped me to all my friends also helped me to improve in English. Their loving and sincere care brought me that to this. Now I can speak. I can understand mostly everything in English. I can talk with the foreigners, and also I can write many letters, and job application style also I learned from Advice English Institute. Uh, that my diary
I mean notebook.
Yes, sir. In my notebook, I have written many things. So my English handwriting is also better than before 3 months. Mm, so that's all, sir.
Thank you very much for expressing your experience. Mr. Shakibul Hassan, please tell us something about your experience of last 3 months journey. What have you learned and how much you are confident and what sort of lesson have you learned? Please tell us something.
First of all, thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. First of all, many thanks, Professor Mr. Mark, for coming to Kurigram and giving us the opportunity to learn English. Uh, this is my first time learning English from a foreigner whose native language is English. National Shakib. I'm my friend, a resident of Madhapur area in Kurigram. Uh, now, I'm sharing my experience of last 3 months. Uh, when I come here,
You have to speak a little bit loud, otherwise it will not come here
okay,
voice.
thank you, sir. When I come here, I have so shy. I don't share this shy. I'm shy. Uh, Now I'm thinking and question my brain. Where is my shy? But my brain says, you can go. You go to Polyglot English Institute, so shy can go. Uh, shy don't with you. Uh, and say that's right, but um, we know our Bangladeshi education system, uh, 11, 12 years, all students learning compulsory English book, but we don't speak in English. You know why we don't speak in English? Because our some problem. Our teachers are good, but they don't give us some method or communication system. Don't they give this system? So we are not speaking English. But when Mr. Mark came here and we are came here, we know this method, we know this method or conversation system. So we are improve this English language. Here, Mr. Mark give us some conversation sheet and some communicative method system. So we are improve this, improve art. Uh, um, So at last, I say, I am came here. I learned my dream. I know my dream. What is my dream? Mr. Mark learned art. What is dream? Uh, you know, Gautam Buddha says, what you think you become, what you feel you attract, what you imagine you create. Holy Ghost English Institute give us this imagine, and another our life, we create this imagine and improve our life. And Holy Ghost English Institute learned me,
Learned you or taught you?
taught me, sir, taught me. Uh, why you are improved in your life. That's all. Thank you very much.
Just a moment, I would like to ask you a question. What was your ambition before taking this course? To get a normal job or business or anything?
Um,
To get a normal job, right?
Normal job is not a high quality job.
I mean, before taking this course, you had a desire to get a high quality
High
job,
quality
like
job.
cater job or international job.
Yes, sir.
So, do you think now you are confident to face that sort of interview to get a suitable job?
After this course, I hope create a good job.
Mhm. You are confident.
Yes, sir.
That's great. Thank you very much for expressing your
Thank you,
experience.
sir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, now, Washima, I would like to request you, please tell us something about your last 3 months' experience. What have you learned? How much you are confident? What sort of lesson? And I don't know what you will say. Actually, it is totally depending on you.
Yes, sir.
We have done our duty. Now you say us something from your own experience.
Hello everyone. Good evening. Before I start, I would like to introduce myself. I am Wasim. I am a student of Badagat Public School Kurigram in Kurigram. I'm so much happy to be here. I have heard the name of our professor, Mr. Mark, from my dad. When I heard the name of our professor, I was so much glad and so much excited because it was my dream that I one day I will meet with a foreigner. When I come to know he came here again, and I was so excited. And after some days, me and my mom came here to meet with him for admission. And he said, "Come next day." And we came next day for admission, and I'm selected for the batch 184. Now I am going to share you about my experience, what I have learned from this course. Actually, I'm so much happy to be here, but I'm also sad today because today is our last class. And for that, before
Africa.
before joining this class and before joining this course, I was very shy to speak in English. But now I can speak English. For that, I would like to thank our professor, Mr. Mark, that he has taught us so many things. We have learned so many things about English, like tense, salutation, and how to introduce ourselves, presentation, many things I cannot imagine it. And we have also learned about manners, behaviors, and discipline, how to be a good citizen, etc. And again, I would like to thank our professor, Mr. Mark, that he has taught us. And I'm really grateful to be here. And I'm really grateful to him. And a man who does not know anything about English, he can develop his life through this course. Actually, this is really important course for a man who wants to develop his life. And there is no limit what I have learned from this course. And this is really helpful for me, and I'm confident to speak in English. Attending all classes, my shyness has gone away. Now I am very much confident to speak English with anywhere in the world and anybody.
Right.
And again, I want to thank our professor, Mr. Mark. And I'm really very much benefited through this course. Thank you very much.
Thank you
That's
so
all.
much.
Good night.
I think we give her a hand. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Thank you so much. I would like to request Mr. Taz to express your experience of last 3 months. What have you learned from here? Would you please tell us something?
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Mark for giving me a chance to speak in front of
A bit
you.
louder.
Before I tell about the journey of this 3 months, I'd like to say how I get connected with Mr. Mark. Actually, I was a student of Mastermind, and which was conducted by Selection Sir, who is an advocate and an English teacher. And through him, I got to know about Mr. Mark, and we met him. That time he was in Ulipur, but when I got the news from Salim Sir that Mr. Mark is in Kurigram, so he suggested me to get admitted in this course. And I made my mind to get admitted in this course, but I was not finding any batch that is suitable for me. Then I met Mr. Maru. Mr. Maru encouraged me very much to get admitted in this course, and we together make a batch and get admitted here. And from then, we have been learning English for 3 months at Holy Cross English Institution. And now I'd like to say that why people cannot speak in English, because we are learning English in our country in school for 10 years, but we cannot speak. The main reason is we do not practice. it is a foreign language, and if we don't practice, we cannot get we cannot speak and we cannot understand English. A foreign language is like a muscle. If you do not use it, it will not work, or it weakens. So we must practice after taking this course, because within 3 months, even it is not possible to be more fluent, because you need to practice more and more, and you need to understand it. You need to communicate with the foreign people, and we need to hear more. So, uh, and and English is a for international language, and when someone knows it, then he can communicate with different people, and he can have a community, and he can connect with many people. Like English language is like a roadmap of a culture. Tells it tells you where its people come and where they are going. Like English is not the matter. The matter is language. Like if you go to China, and the Chinese people do not speak English. And there, if you know Chinese language, then you can communicate with them and you can make a community with them. It will help you to get connected with them. So it is very much important for you to learn different languages. And as English is an international language, so everyone need to learn English to get connected with others. And you cannot express yourself until you yourself express yourself to others. Like a language, when you learn the language, by the language, using the language, you can communicate with the people, and then they understand you, they understand the value of you. So language is the key to express yourself to others, and then they will value you. So that's why I thought that as English is an international language, so I should learn it. So according to our Salim sir's suggestion, I get admitted to this course, and thinking that I will learn something new, something different, the manners, international manners, laws, and ethics. And as I know that Mr. Mark is a Canadian, so he is an international person, and it will be very helpful for me to learn something new from him, and he can give me international ethics and international knowledge. And most interesting thing is when we get admitted here, and we was spending 2 hours a day here. So in these 2 hours, we have learned many things and different things. Like when we came here and presented our lessons, and then Sir was gossiping with us, and he is a very wise man and old man, and he expressed his experience. He was giving us his experience, and it's very good for us that we are getting his experience sitting in a house, and within 2 hours his life experience. In his life, the experience he got, he was telling us, and by listening, we were being familiar to English language, and it was also giving us information. Like we came to know from him that 1970 where, and he was a eyewitness of 1970 where, and many different things that we have learned from him. And we came here not just to learn English, but we have we have we went outside to visit Rijvi Park, and we enjoyed like a family.
Thank you.
Family. And I think that there is nothing to say about this course, because it's a huge course, and when someone learn English, then he can understand it. And I don't would like to say the lessons that you have got, because when you get admitted here and you spend 3 months learning this course, you will understand that what you learned. So everything, it's not just about language, it's about your manners, ethics, and everything you will learn from this course. So I think everyone should take the course, and actually this course is offered to the college student, and basically if you have a basic of grammar, or if you have a basic knowledge about English, then it will be very much suitable for you, because if you know grammar but you cannot speak. In our country, there are a few places there you can practice English. So it can be a best place for you to practice English, as there is a foreign people, Canadian people, the Canadian man. He can talk to you. He can talk to you, converse with you, and here everyone converse in English. So by doing this for 3 months, you can easily understand, and you can easily able to understand English, and you can speak English. So in the last, I would like to say that try to learn more language, because the more language you learn, the more life you have. Because a new life is equal to a new language is equal to a new life. Thank you,
Right.
everyone.
That's all.
Yes, sir, that's all.
Give him a hand. Yeah, thank you very much indeed. Wonderful. Thank you. Well, Mr. Maruf,
Yes, sir.
you are a student of college, right?
Yes, sir.
So I would like to request you please express your experience of the last 3 months. What have you learned from Holy Cross English Institute, and how much are you confident now? Tell us something.
Okay, thank you for giving me a chance to express my opinion and comment. Hello, friends. Good evening. I am Muhammad Maru, a resident of Raja area under Kurigram district. I am studying at the Kurigram Government College. Uh, and first, I thanked Mr. First, I thank Almighty Allah that He sent me in this institute to learn me spoken English. Actually, I was very much enthusiastic for learning English from my childhood, but I was very weak. And so I looked for a eligible and passionate teacher who could teach me English passionately. But I could not find any teacher. And then one day I was returning from college, and one person gave me a leaflet, but I thought that it was a simple leaflet. So I put it in my pocket and returned to my house. Then after returning house, I put out it from my pocket and started to read it. And my joy knew no bound after reading it, because I came to know from this leaflet Mr. Mark has come to Kurigram to teach us modern spoken English. I was also very happy to know that Mr. Mark was a foreigner, because a foreign teacher can teach spoken English fluently and explicitly, but a native teacher cannot. Then I contacted with Mr. Taj and Mr. Shihab and got myself admitted here. But I never thought that I got so many things from here. I said before that I was very weak in English, but Mr. Mark made me expert in English. Now I can translate any sort of Bangla into English, and now I can answer any question. Now I can ask anybody any question, but I don't know how it happened.
Interesting. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
I have not only learned spoken English from here, but also modesty, courtesy, etiquette, and so many moral virtues from here. These moral virtues inspire me to do well for others, welfare and well-being.
Right.
And this knowledge show me the right way of life and abstain me from bad and devil's work.
Right.
And I came to know. I know how to be passionate after coming here, because we are to listen other conversation and presentation, and now I know how to love country. And Mr. Mark taught us how to be a patriot. Mr. Mark taught us how to encounter any bad and unexpected situation from others. And I have learned so many true story, both of both Bangladesh and around the world.
Right.
And I've been also taught how to deal any bad and reverse situation of life. And Mr. Mark inspire us to do well for others, and
Yeah.
he also show the right way of life. And now, Mr. Mark, I am really delighted to meet an honest, unselfish, and good-hearted people such as Mr. Mark. Never have I seen a good people such as Mr. Mark.
No mention, please. No mention. It's my pleasure.
And his teaching tactics can only be compared with his teaching tactics.
Right. Yeah.
I read private English in Rajahat, but this teacher drove away me from this class.
Why?
But I could not speak English, and
Oh,
I
I see. I see.
did not know English well.
Yeah.
But now I am able to translate any sort of English, and I think this all for the Mr. Mark. I am really serious to meet and introduce with noble persons such you.
Thank you.
And you all friends, I owe to you because I could not answer any question, but now I can because I answered your question, and I feel hesitation to ask anybody any question. But I can ask anybody a question now without hesitation because I asked you a question, and I have come to know I came to know so many unknown things and information through your presentation and conversation. So I owe to you. And now I want to say, when I admitted here, Mr. Max said me that your life will be changed. And I want to say that my life is totally changed now.
That's great. Thank you.
And
Yeah, it's our duty to make a person internationally qualified citizen.
yes, sir. And I think now I want to say that English is the easiest language of the world, and I think everyone should get their admitted here. If anybody does not get himself admitted here, he will not know so many things.
Yes.
So, towards human, towards human, I am not exception of that. So please forgive me if I have made any fault to you. And that's all. Thanks for listening.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, Mr. Emil,
Yes, sir.
I would like to request you to present your experience of last 3 months. Introduce yourself and tell us what benefit have you received through this course, please. Okay?
Hello friends, good evening.
Good evening.
I am son of my female. I am studying in Kurigram government.
Please.
Sorry, I have to stop. Now I am start. I am son of my female. I am studying in Kurigram government high school in class 9. Now I would like to share the story. First I would like to thank Mr. Mark to continue a great work teaching spoken English in abroad. It is really a good work, and he is very wise and honest man, and he has changed many students' life by teaching spoken English. Now I would like to share the story. How did I join this course? Actually, before my annual exam in 2023, sometimes I thought I shall obtain some extra skill except my academic lesson. And when my annual exam was finished, one day my father asked me, "Do you want to learn spoken English?" And at that time, I told him yes. And in the next day, I came here to attend the admission test, and I was selected the admission test. And after one nice story, I have a friend who know how to speak English fluently. And when I heard his speech in many occasions of our school, sometimes I thought if I would be an English speaker like him. And after joining this course, I feel very happy with them and you. And I have learned many things: salutation, conversation, vocabularies, and many good stories about one country, religion, etc. And most importantly, I have learned salutation, which is so important because if I don't show my salutation in my speech, a foreigner or a simple listener will avoid me. And if I show my salutation, manners, etiquette in my speech, a simple listener or a foreigner will be happy, and I will be able to express my opinion correctly and fluently. the and I have seen many organizational institutes in Dinajpur and Kurigram also. They already teaches speaking English, but not salutation. But yeah, I have learned salutation in this institute, which is very important, and it is important because how to capable with a international community and some Bangladeshi teachers, not that, but some Bangladeshi teachers have made the English so hard. But when I came this course, my idea has also changed. It is so easy, and I feel so happy now. Today I feel some sad because it is our last day. We have spent so many times with them, and some people also make our pairs so interesting, like Mr. Atik Bhaiya. That's all.
Grandma.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for
Thank you.
telling us.
Thank you.
Well, Janatil, I would like to request you now to say your experience of last 3 months. What have you learned, and what sort of benefit have you received? How do you feel nowadays after completing course? We would like to hear something from you, please. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This is Mimi Jana, a student of C&B More in Kurigram. I'm a student. At first, I want to thank you, sir. Thanks a lot, and I am grateful to you as long as I live. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, the opportunity that we learned from here. And secondly, I want to thanks all are my classmates. They are so helpful, and especially I want to thank you, Mr. Hilal. You're like my brother, and I have been disturbing him that since that day I sat beside him. He always helps me. He's so kind of you, Hilal. By the way, I there are no limit to say how much I learned from here.
Okay.
I have learned from here so many things. When I came here first time, I thought only spoken English was taught here. But day by day, I realized and I thought from here not only spoken English, but also I thought from here.
Taught or learned?
Sorry, sir.
Taught or learned? Learned.
Learned, yeah, learned.
Okay.
I learned from here how to make myself as a good person, how to make myself as a good citizen, and how to do good behavior with all persons. So, and our country nowadays most of people in Bangladesh they do not know how to communicate in English with all person, but it much should be learned. And I am really delighted that I learned from here. And I meet you, sir. I'm so much delighted. And when sorry, when I no, sorry before I joining this course, I speak in English somewhat without confidence.
Okay.
But after taking this course, when I speak in English somewhat with confidence, so now I'm satisfied. And I know I have mistake sometime, but I know if I have mistake something, I will learn something.
Yes, correct.
So that's all. Thanks all.
Thank you very much indeed. Yeah. Well, Tahira, now I would like to request you to say something about your experience of last 3 months. We expect to hear from you, okay? Thank you. Speak loud.
Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Tuba. I'm Tahira Tuba.
I study in grade 9 at Border Public School, Kurigram, and I have been learning English at Holy Cross English Institute for 3 months. For 3 months, I'm a little bit nervous. For 3 months.
No need not to be nervous. Just to say what sort of lesson you have learned and how much you are confident now, or you can mention some lessons name also. Yeah.
I heard this. The news of this institute I heard from my brother Taj. One day he had come to my room and he told me that a person, a Canadian, had come to Bangladesh a long time ago, and he teach spoken English in in many places in Bangladesh, and now he have come to Kurigram to teach us English. To hearing that, Brother Mark is a Canadian, he is a foreigner. My interest, I was very excited to learn English from him. And then I joined the course 184. Now I will try to tell you what I learned from here last 3 months. Last 3 months. First of all of us here have learned some basic things of English. That is, if someone asks us a question, we have the ability to answer that question. And from here we learn good manners, good behaviors, formal English, vocabularies, communicative methods, prepositions, verbs, um, etc. And also we learn our daily life dialogue with formal English. Formal English. We enjoyed a lot in this course. Um, the course of last 3 months has been very beneficial for us, and very important for us. We enjoyed a lot in this course, and we are happily completed all the lessons in this course. And thanks to Brother Matt that he have come here to learn us modern spoken English, and and
Yeah, relax. Feel free. Yeah, that's all.
Brother Mac is really a good-hearted person. He teaches us carefully, just like we are his children, and he's an honest person. I am very happy to meet him.
Thank you. My pleasure.
He's, and may Allah give him a long life so that he can help more
But
people.
I want to go there first.
You need a long life so that you can help more people to understand the English or to learn English. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you very much, Lee.